Hey guys, I'm over here playing with my snap-on power probe. Can't really say it too much, kind of ghetto. Anyways, I have it on latch. Press button, hold, shoots positive ground any way you want it. I'm working on an extender reach right now. I got the whole dash torn apart. Every time you hit the lights on, it pops the 25 amp fuse. The 25 amp fuse comes on this motherboard. That's the new fuse setup they're going for. But I got the connector out. It connects this black one down here at the bottom. What I'm gonna try to do is pull the power supply to the lights out and jump it with the power probe and see if it pops the fuse again. Because if it pops the fuse, that means the motherboard is either short or grounded improper, and I have to get a new motherboard or figure out what's going on. It's my first time messing with one of these power boards, so hopefully I won't fire it up. That would suck on the weekend because it's already Friday, too late to get anything new. But right now, that red power comes up here, it jumps to the boom light, and then this wire jumps to the second switch, and then that second switch is one that controls the front lights. So every time you hit this switch with that other switch on, it pops 20. Okay, so that's the 25 amp fuse that keeps popping, right? 20, I mean, right now it's a 20. It's supposed to take a 25 though. Hang on. Put the right one in the place of it. Okay, so 25 amp fuse. That's the power wire that keeps on jumping. Power comes into the board, into this red wire. Then that red wire comes up to the main power for clearance lights. They have a jumper wire that jumps to the second switch, and then this one is for the boom light. So you could have the boom light on all day. As soon as you hit the second switch, it pops a fuse. So right now it doesn't pop nothing. I got the red wire hanging out. I'm gonna turn off the second switch, get my power probe on the wire, one hand, somehow, magically, maybe. Okay, kind of. Well, I'll just shoot power to it and see if it pops that fuse. If it pops the fuse, then that wire is shorted somewhere. Okay, so what this shows me, I shot both positive and ground and it didn't pop. I'm going to try to rig this up to where it stays in that pinhole, turn it on, and then go inspect. Oh, hang on. I'll hit the switch on, try it again. It popped. Another reason I like the snap-on power probe is it's almost like an all-in-one in your hand. It's pretty easy to use. Right now I got it on ohms. Got the self-ground that comes right off the probe itself, connected to the wire I'm trying to ohm out. This is the other end. Just pop it on there. I don't know if the sun's gonna let me do it. That's 0. So you know that's a good wire. Maybe. Hang on. I have no idea what happened right there. Probably tapped something else. Yeah, so that's the ohm on it. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out why it's popping that 25 amp. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the motherboard is bad though, because like I said, the main power comes to the first switch and it runs the clearance lights, which can go all day, but as soon as you hit the second switch, it pops that 25 amp fuse, and it has a smaller jumper wire from switch to switch, but it only pops, I guess, when the blue wire gets powered. And both the wires, they come into the same node connection, whatever you call it, on this motherboard. So either the motherboard is bad, or there's a ground somewhere in here on top, on the side, in the back, or somewhere that's messing it up. Because I'm ohming the wires and they all seem to be ohming great, you know. So we'll see what I find out. Maybe, like I said, I'm not too familiar with these motherboards. Maybe something, that big blue thing, capacitor, is throwing it off, or who knows. I don't know. But yeah, I'm over here today messing with this stupid thing. I hate it. I burned at least, I know I did 15 fuses the other day, and then today I already did 5. Good thing I brought plenty of fuses with me. Then this power probe is alright, helps, you know, throws it off sometimes. What a nightmare. Alright, I got all this back to factory spec. Got this back to factory spec. Back to factory spec. Got a 30 in there right now for testing purposes. I will not just leave that in there, but it still doesn't work, even if I do leave it on. Only that one works. This one's supposed to work, but it's not. It's not even blinking. Right now I got the fuses pulled out. I'm just gonna swap some around, see what happens, make sure the key is off. Don't want to do nothing too drastic. Random fuse relay back in that one. Random one and a random one. I know I switched these two around for sure. This one came from here. This is a light relay that keeps on popping the fuse. So we're turning the key on with the lights on, see what happens. Popped right away. Okay, so if you know your wires from both switches coming in and out, same thing with here, in and out, both wires, and this is main power. I did some stuff with that. I really don't know for sure if I did it correctly, so I didn't show you all that. But I can pull the relay out. I won't get lights and I won't pop fuses. So with my power probe, I'm going to test each node and see what happens. See which one pops. Maybe it's just a bad ground coming off the backside of the board to wherever it goes. So we'll see what happens. So I've done everything I could think of without cutting the harness and making a new light harness for it. But the unit only has 40 hours under warranty. I don't want to start cutting wires, making my own stuff. I don't know exactly what they mean, but every time I put a fuse in, the L5 and L15 light up, and then they pop the fuse. I'm pretty sure the relay, we'll do it this way. This one and that one are both ground. These are both positive. I gotta look in the schematic to see if that's correct. But mini relays usually only have one ground, so they might be picking up somewhere. But for the most part, you got main coming in, and then auxiliaries on 2 of the wires. But I shouldn't have 2 grounds. Yeah. Got a headache from this, so I'll call this a day. Bolt the machine back up, get a schematic like I said, and see if I'm supposed to have 2 grounds on the relay. If not, then that means either the board is messed up or the grounds somewhere is picking up power where it shouldn't be. So I'll put it together and call it a day. Call this video part 1. Overview, I got it back together. So I gotta turn it on, test and play with it. Can't show too much of that background, that side. Yeah, this sucks. So, go home, look for a schematic. Might come out tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be Saturday. Yeah, hopefully I can find if that really is supposed to have 2 grounds or 1. I'm pretty sure it's gonna have 1 ground, so that means it's gonna be backfitting somewhere. So we'll call it a day.
Yeah.